Legend had it that whoever could pull the sword from the stone would be granted immense power and become the new king. But 300 years passed, and still, no one could budge it. When the queen heard about this, she immediately set up a challenge. She promised to marry whoever could draw the divine sword. As the news spread, crowds flocked to the event, and the place was packed. Soon, the wealthiest man stepped forward. He'd never lost a battle in his life, and believed that money could solve any problem. But the moment he touched the sword, he got a massive electric shock and collapsed on the spot. After coming to, he accused the organizers of rigging the sword with electricity. But the crowd just laughed him off. Then a woman came forward. She was a huge admirer of the queen and wanted to marry her. Showing off all her magic, she tried to slowly pull the sword out, but it only budged an inch before snapping right back in. She failed too. The wealthy heir stood nearby, watching in disbelief. He started to think that maybe, just maybe, some divine force was actually guarding the blade. That's when a young man stepped up to try his luck. He put his entire strength into it, pulling with everything he had. After a lot of struggling, he actually managed to pull the sword out about 8 inches. The crowd was stunned. The wealthy heir was so impressed that he wanted to become the guy's disciple on the spot. But just as the young man started celebrating his victory, an 80-year-old man stood up. It turned out the old man wanted to marry the queen too. He walked forward with total confidence. He performed a small magic trick and slowly gripped the mystical sword. He began pulling it out with extreme focus. The crowd started thinking that maybe he would be the one to pull it off, and the queen would have to marry him. But suddenly, a massive surge of energy erupted from the sword, slamming the old man hard onto the ground. A man standing nearby saw that the old man was coughing up blood and was in really bad shape. He rushed over to help and was about to dial emergency services for an ambulance, but the old man refused to give up. Seeing this, the man simply grabbed the sword, easily pulled it out, and handed it to the old man. The old man was absolutely shocked, and then he passed out. When everyone saw what happened, they immediately started asking if there was a doctor in the house, but nobody was listening. Instead, people were demanding to know how the magic sword came out so easily. Even the man himself was totally confused. To prove it to the crowd, he kept pulling the sword out over and over again. When the queen saw all of this, she was thrilled. She immediately